Hey everybody, good afternoon. Welcome back to the show. Tonight, let me switch lights and get some better lighting in here. Tonight on the show, we're going to make egg roll in a bowl. Yep, egg roll in a bowl. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned and find out. I'm going to give you the ingredient list and we're going to make the dish together. It's quite simple and quite healthy. First, I'm heating up my pan. My first ingredient is going to be some ground pork. And once again, if you're vegan or whatever, you don't have to use this. You can use something else. Substitutions are great. You know, you can put anything you want. You can actually, with this recipe, you can use ground beef. You can use ground beef, ground pork. You could use chicken, you could use shrimp, you could use fish, you could use anything you want. I like the pork because the pork is basically what the original recipe calls for, and it gives a pretty good flavor with the pork. Now I got a pound of pork. I'm only going to use half of this. I'm going to save the other half. I might not even use half a pound. I might not even use that. I'm going to use whatever I want. But I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use a lot. I'll tell you. Alright. I'm going to use some. And about that much. Not quite half, but close. Alright, let's set that aside because I'll put that in a baggie later. And, where did I put my cutting board? Where can it be? Oh, yeah. I remember where I put it. I gotta slide my chair down. There she is. Slide computer out of the way. And got our cutting board. And get me my good knife. And got my little chefy knife out here. So, ingredients we're going to be using. We got some butter mushrooms. Nice fresh button mushrooms. Slice and dice them any way you please. No fingers in there. Just mushrooms. Slice them up thin. You're going to just put a couple, two, maybe. Because I love the mushrooms like to cook. Cook them down a little. I think I'm going to put 4. Save the rest for another dish. Okay. So now we got our pork and we got our pork and we got our mushrooms in there. And because of my stupid stove setup, I gotta grab it off of the fire. I can't see that high. Gonna mash it down so it'll get cooked better. These mushrooms, I'm just going to let these slowly cook. So I got the four mushrooms. So now we can just stick these aside for now. Oh. Last night I had a cup of this tea. I love this tea. It's turmeric ginger tea. It's really good. Really, really good. It's healthy for you too. I had a cup of that last night. Wow, it was refreshing. We got some little heirloom medley cherry tomatoes. These are kind of weird looking. Look, that's kind of a weird looking tomato, but that's okay because they're gonna get chopped up. You can put anything you please in this dish. Anything. Does not matter. You know what I forgot to get? I usually put some ginger, fresh ground ginger in here, and I forgot it. I forgot to get it. I knew I was forgetting something. I always forget something when I go in the store. Always. But it's okay. Like I said, you can put anything you want in here. Doesn't matter. I'm only going to use a couple. Save that for some salads. And we're going to put that in near the end. Because we don't really want to cook the tomatoes. Then we have some coconut aminos. And if you don't know what coconut aminos is, it's a soy substitute. It's just like soy sauce. It's not as salty, but it has the same flavor. And then we have some toasted sesame oil. I usually, which I don't have with me, I just bought these two tonight because I was at Trader Joe's, and these are both cheap enough. I was out of the coconut aminos, but this is like $2, so I picked up another one. I have a whole bottle of that in storage. Along with, I have hot sesame oil as well as chili oil, and I usually put a little bit of that, both of those in there too. And our last ingredient would be shredded green and red cabbage with orange carrots. So carrot slices. It's just a basic coleslaw mix. And while that's still cooking, I'm gonna reach down in my special storage spot, which isn't so special. It's just down there. And get me a baggie so I can put away that meat for another use. I may grab another bag of that coleslaw mix and make this again. So I might freeze this. I'm not sure. Right now I'm just going to put it in the fridge. Get it out of the way. And if I haven't said it before, this winter 95 quart fridge is the bomb. It works great. I also picked up some tomatillo mango salsa, which I'm going to make the my friend Hobbs challenged people to make a oh, what the heck was it called? I forgot what it was, but it looked good with the tortilla chips and that, and some kind of meat and some cheese. And yeah, I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna kick it up a notch though, because that's what I do. Excuse me. It was chili killies. Chili killies. That's what it is. I've never made them, but I will. And I looked up some recipes to get an idea, and I'll make it my way, which is the way I do things. I just make it my way. I might, which I don't usually do this, but yeah. See, it even tells you when you leave the fridge door open too long. Don't you wish you had that in your house? When you know your kids or your husband's in there robbing into the food that you don't want them to eat. Yeah. I'm just gonna stir these around a little bit. And you're gonna give me the full cooking lesson today. I won't turn it off. I'm just gonna let this run, and this is what it's gonna be. This is actually a pretty quick dish, even though I kind of slow cook the pork. I'll just flip this pork over. I leave it in big pieces, and then when it's done, I'll break it all up. I just flip it over. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. And flip this one. Alright. I think I don't normally put in, but because of the mushrooms, I think we're going to kick up the recipe a tiny bit and put a little Kerrygold butter for the mushrooms cook. And then, oh yeah, forgot to get eggs. Oh well. This. And I got me a LaCroix coconut water to drink up. Now, like I said, you can put pretty much anything you want in this dish. I'm gonna kind of keep it simple. I've never put tomatoes in it, but why not? I was just looking for some extra veggies. Been feeling like I need a little extra veggies. And so we get that browning up. That's basically the boring time. Excuse me. Open this up. And just get that ready. The time has come. And I need paper towels too. I didn't get them either. Yeah, I'm messy. I'm a messy guy. Mushroom on the glasses. Put my glasses on. I don't wear glasses, I just wear reading glasses, so it's easier to see when I'm reading stuff. Although I probably slightly might need some glasses. But these are just cheaters. Pick them up at the store, Walmart, Ocean State Job Lot, whatever. Pick them up. Cheap. I usually buy like $2 ones. I buy a couple packs. There we go. Just saute these mushrooms down. Just starting to get a little color on that one. That one has a nice color to it. We're going to cook them a little bit more, get the color in them. I'm going to kick the heat up a little. I cooked most everything very, very low heat. That's just the way I do things. You don't need to scorch and burn everything you cook. It's a food of love thing. When you love the food to eat, when you cook it, and you love yourself to put it in you, and you take the time to make it and put my flavors in there, that's food of love. You know, and when you do that, the results usually come out the best. So I kicked the heat up a little bit. It's a little bit too much. But we'll get the mushrooms cooked. No beers tonight. Tonight's a school night. I gotta go to work in the morning. You know, sometimes I'll have one, but I've been trying not to drink too much lately. Cutting back on it. Don't need it. Don't really need it. Trying to lose a couple pounds, which I've been doing. I haven't made. When I got sick, I got out of my rhythm in the gym, which is disappointing to me, but I'll get it back. I still go to the gym. I still take showers at the gym, so you know, I'll get it back again. I've been fast as I go. One day at a time. Take everything one day at a time. Could be better, could be worse. Yeah. Well, the meat is cooked. I just gotta crumble it up. So basically, you know, you brown your meat. You crumble it up. That's why I say you could use hamburger, you could use ground chicken. Again, if you're a vegan, tofu, the sausage that's not a sausage, you could use whatever you want. Whatever things, protein thing you want to put in here. But for me, this is the recipe, and we're gonna make this. And heck, you could even skip the meat altogether and just do some vegetables and the rest. You could. It's not the same. The meat gives it a flavor too. Alright, I'm gonna stir that around. And the reason why I use the pork is because it's really not that fatty. I used ground beef once, some grass-fed ground beef, and that. And that was, you know, it was okay. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, oh yeah, the ground beef. It was okay, but the pork has a little bit more flavor, I think. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You know, everybody has an opinion, and you know how that goes. You know that saying. Like I said, we're just gonna get this browned down, and we're pretty much almost done. This is the long part. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the pan? Probably can't see in the pan. I can see in the pan. Looks pretty good. All right. Set it back down so I could be in the shot a little bit too. But you can see the pan, so that's good. See, if my stove was down here where it's supposed to be, I could see right over when I'm cooking, you know, I could see right down there. Which when I move it over here and I make the box that I'm supposed to make, it's so cold I don't want to do nothing, because anything I have to do, I gotta have all the doors open on the van, and I gotta do stuff out, like cut wood outside, and it's been the last, I don't know, I've been sick, and then it got cold. I don't know, it's brutal right now. Let's see. Just show you what the temperature is. Right now, 7 degrees. And it's going to drop down all the way down to 5. And whoops. And let's look at what we got here. Real feel right now. So it's 7. Real feel, it says minus 18 degrees Fahrenheit. And the wind is 19 miles an hour. I tell you what, sometimes that wind blows and it feels way colder. Again, tonight I'm going to be running my Wave 6 heater. I really don't like it. You know, I get condensation from that and I don't really like it. But I don't like freezing either. So tonight I will run the heater. Tomorrow night it's gonna be not as cold, so it'll go back to not having heat on. I don't mind. I get the truck warm. I think we're in business. That looks good. Shroom's got some nice colors. That looks good. Alright, that looks great. at this point, I'm gonna pop in here. I'm gonna pop into my tomatoes. Pop in the tomatoes. And then we take this bag of shredded the coleslaw mix. And, well, you know what? If I don't be a piggy, I can use half of this bag. I could make this again tomorrow with that leftover meat. That sounds good, like a good idea to me. Excuse me. Alright, I'm going to open up. And, you know, sometimes I vary this, like I said. I always put the toasted sesame. I always put the coconut aminos. Sometimes I put chili oil in there. Sometimes I put hot sesame oil, just a little dash. And I use fish sauce, which I don't have. I left it when I moved out of my house because I knew I couldn't keep it refrigerated. I didn't have the space for it, but now I got the refrigerator. I got to order some more. I like the Red Bull brand. It's really tasty. Smells kind of yucky when you first put it in your dish, but as it cooks, the flavor changes and the smell goes away. All right, so we're only gonna put maybe, I don't know, about 2 teaspoons, give or take. I don't really measure it. Just kind of splash it in. And about the same with the coconut aminos. This has to be refrigerated. Afterwards, the toasted sesame oil does not. You know what? I'm running out of room. I need more. I need to build drawers and stuff. Like, I have so many recipes that I can make that's like healthy stuff. This is a Whole30 dish, and I love it. Whether I'm on a diet or not, I'm eating this because this is just delicious. And you just mix this around. Now, it's up to you. I don't really like to cook the coleslaw mix very long. I kind of like a little crunch in it. So you just kind of get it a couple of minutes and you're done. This looks about done right now. And oh yeah, it looks beautiful. Look at all the pretty, oh sorry, you can't even see it. Look at all the pretty colors in there. But you just mix it around a little bit. I'm gonna give it a couple, maybe a minute more. We'll let that cook about a minute. And then I'm gonna run out of paper towels today. Wipe down, put back in its protective case, that one back, okay. If I can cook, you can cook too. It's very simple. This is not rocket science. It's just cooking. Whether you're in a van or whether you're in your apartment or whether you're in your house, Doesn't matter. You can cook, and you cook good food and cook healthy food. Things that are good for you. Alright, we're going to call this done. Do you got smell-o-vision? You should contact YouTube and tell them you want smell-o-vision. I'll tell you what, this smells so good. I usually make way more than this. Well, when I lived in my apartment, I would make with, like, I'd get a red cabbage and a green cabbage, and I'd shred half of each one in the food processor. Don't have that in the van because that is a pain in the ass to clean. And I don't have room for it. And I have nowhere to store it. Oh my God. Man, you should contact YouTube or your internet provider and you tell them you want smell-o-vision. You got look-o-vision. Doesn't that look tasty? Doesn't it look delicious? Doesn't it look healthy? Oh man, it's like having an egg roll without the wrapper. It's delicious. Oh, with that, I'm going to sign out. Remember, only you can make you feel good. Only you can make you eat healthy. It's very simple. I don't think anything was hard there, and it probably only took 10 minutes. Although I didn't time this video. This was all done in real time, and I didn't prepare things ahead of time. If I had done that, it would have been shorter. Alright, with that, I'm out of here.